Hi, good. Ready? Ready already? We're going to start now. Breathe easy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Breathe Easy podcast. It's your girl T True. And today we have somebody a little special. If you know, you know.
Mikey the motherfucking plug. Y'all already know who it is.
Mikey the Plug, Mikey Spice, Islam Mikey, what else?
Mikhail Ashakor.
Oh, see, too many to keep up with. So, anyways, yeah, he's kind of special, guys. I'm not gonna tell anybody who he is, but he's a special person in my life. So we're gonna talk some shit today.
You know it.
All right. So what's up, Mikey the Plug? What do you do? Let the people know what you do.
Oh, I work, rap, and take care of my family, basically.
That's the Trinity.
Yeah, simple life.
That's the Holy Trinity. Work, rap, and take care of your family. So, all right, you know me. I be on Instagram and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I be keeping up with the social media and what's going on in celebrity lives. So, Floyd Mayweather is supposed to be having this fight with this guy, Logan Paul. And like, why is it whenever like these boxing matches or whatever come up, like these niggas just start like this drama, like I never seen these niggas have beef before. Like all of a sudden, like these niggas is like beefing because they about to have a boxing. Like, what's all the hype? You think they just do that to boost up sales or something?
Yeah, they gotta build up the buzz.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that makes it worse because I feel like these niggas start taking the shit serious, and they really like build up an animosity. And when they fight, they're like they really like hate each other.
Yeah, I think Floyd that nigga though.
Yeah, Floyd is what's up. But wouldn't it be crazy if this dude beat him?
Yeah, one day you gonna meet his match. You know, every great come to a fall. You know, so it'd be a shock though.
If this dude beat him, if this guy beats him, yo, it'll be. You see, I think everything is a setup. So I feel like this is why they're making this big hype, because like he's gonna end up beating him, and it's gonna be like this nigga already said like he can make up to what, like how much billion or whatever he said that he can make off of this fight, and he already made like 30 million. So like win, lose or draw, like this nigga's walking away the champ.
He can't be beat.
That nigga 50 say that nigga 50 say he must be broke, because whenever this nigga whenever there's a fight with him and somebody, it's because he broke. That nigga need another bag.
Shit, his money longer than 50 right now.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
I don't know, because 50 got that consistent money.
Shit,
Floyd, what else Floyd do but box?
Shit, 50 just filed bankruptcy not too long ago.
But that don't mean he broke.
No.
People don't understand, just because you file bankruptcy don't mean you broke.
I mean, I looked at the net worth, so.
But how do you know?
Google, goddamn it, you Google Floyd Mayweather net worth and Google 50 Cent.
But what I'm saying is like 50 got consistent money coming in. Like he got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
What does Floyd do besides boxing?
Nothing.
And he be spending money like it's never ending. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Those two be prize fights, so the big differential with the pay, because in boxing matches it's way more worth than I think certain movies and certain acting. To me, I think.
I don't know. But I know it would be crazy if he lose to this Logan Paul guy.
He ain't gonna lose. He ain't gonna let that white
Let's-
boy beat him. Yeah, no.
Let's hope not.
It'd be a
But
cold
that
damn
shit
hell.
would be like, I knew it. If that shit happened, I'd be like, I wouldn't be even surprised, because I'm like, they did all this hype for this shit because they knew that this was gonna be the it. Because then Floyd, didn't he say he stopped boxing? Didn't he like retire or some shit? So that's why 50 was like, oh, the champ must be going broke. Nigga came out of retirement to fight again.
What do you want to do? You need that bag. You coming back.
And then his daughter just had a baby, so that motherfucker got to spoil that motherfucker.
He's excited too.
Yeah. Damn right he excited.
But I think the closest fight that he should have lost was to Manny Pacquiao.
Why he should have lost?
Basically, on statistics, Pacquiao really trained like from the ground up. Fucking Mayweather had it given to him on the platform from his father. Pacquiao trained from the trenches, so it's a difference. Like the ambition wise, they knew Pacquiao was gonna beat Floyd. They stripped the man for that fight.
Wait, but what you mean the ambition? So
it's a different drive when you ain't got nothing to put two niggas together and make it happen. That's what Pacquiao did. He put two niggas together that he couldn't barely make come together. Fucking Floyd dad was a boxer, pro, so he was born into that.
But that's
training.
So why does that mean that Pacquiao should have won? Just because
he
Floyd worked hard to be where he had to.
But he as far as the point wise, he was beating Floyd Mayweather ass.
So why you think that they?
I think if they could rematch it, Pacquiao beat his ass again this time.
All right. So why you think they stripped Pacquiao of that win?
Shit, money talk.
But they both would have walked away with millions.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And Floyd was already rich as fuck. So like, I don't know. This shit's weird to me.
Yeah, it goes deeper than that.
Money motherfucking talks, because everything that goes on behind sports or some shit, it's always some gambling shit behind it or some crazy side deals or something going on. Like, damn.
Now look at speaking of money, look at these kids. You can't even go to a decent Pop Warner football game without these dudes gambling on these kids, not even giving them a chance to live.
That's what I said. It's money behind everything, like the kids. So now it's all this pressure on the kids. The kids probably don't know that y'all betting on them, but then y'all putting this extra pressure on them because y'all want to make sure your team win so that you get that money. So it's just like the kids wondering, like, why coach being so mean? What the fuck? No, because coach want that win.
Yeah.
Coach bet on y'all. So coach want to make sure that y'all win, so he's being extra hard, like, y'all. Yeah. Nah, man.
Coach betting on his team.
Yeah.
He gonna win, his ass is
exactly. It was a guy that got killed like a couple years ago. Remember the little league coach?
Disco Dave.
Yeah. Off of that shit, like, yo.
It's a big thing down here in South Florida. That shit crazy.
Nah, yo. You can't be betting on these kids. Y'all bet on y'all college and y'all NFL. Just leave it there. I don't even know what the fuck is the difference. Like, motherfuckers be watching sports and shit, and I'm just like lost. I don't care, and I don't fucking get it.
I mean, I used to be big into it, but shit, I ain't finna put no money into it.
Like, okay, that's like the fantasy football shit. Like, what is that? Explain that to me. Ladies, get in here. Listen, we're gonna talk about fantasy football.
Shit.
We're gonna figure it out.
I don't even know too much about it, madame. Because I never really played it or paid it.
Okay, but basically it's like real, not real football, but like football, and they're basically like betting on real games. But it's not like you're playing a video game against somebody. Mm-hmm. It's a game that's actually happening.
Yeah,
like a season, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you pick your teams, players, all of that. But instead of somebody actually playing the game, it's like a system playing, like a computer playing.
Yeah, it generated for you, but you pick your teams and you pick how many points you expect your team to win by.
Right.
And if you close enough or you hit.
But niggas is really like betting on this shit, like putting money into it.
Yeah. I work in the warehouse, so it's a lot of these niggas playing that shit, and they really hitting $10,000 for the game. I'm like, how in the hell? And they trying to explain to me, yeah, man, I'm up 14 points. I'm just lost like a motherfucker. Like, what is y'all talking about?
That damn fantasy football. So it's a real thing, but I just don't get it. Cause you're betting on a computer basically. So it's like, it's not even like, you know what I mean? You for sure like, all right, This motherfucker been doing good for the past couple days, so I think he gonna do good again today. Like, nah.
Nah, that shit be up and down.
Yeah, so.
You be sick
Well,
tomorrow.
I guess it's just like any gambling. You're taking that risk.
I'd rather risk gambling on poker or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
I can't do any gambling because every time I go to the casino, as soon as I win like $10, I'm done. I'm like, nope, that's it. I'm gonna take these $10 and go buy me something to eat because it's like it'll be like that. I'll be playing. I'll start with like $20, and I'm going. I'm down to like $5, and then I win back like $10. I'm like, all right, let me keep on going. Since I won that 10, I might win big. Keep on going. Down to like $2-3. Win back $10 again. I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Shit.
I'm done. Let's go.
Talk about the damn casino. What's hitting real big right now? These niggas in Las Vegas on the strip. These motherfuckers coming from out of town gambling, trying to figure out which slot a certain object in, and when they pull it, that bitch either there or not. So they betting $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 at a time.
For wait, what?
It's like it's a game where it's 3 bottle caps lined up, and it might be one bead in that bottle cap.
Okay.
I gotta guess where that bead.
Oh, and they like move them around.
Exactly,
Okay.
and these
What the
motherfuckers
hell?
putting $10,000 in the bitch hand. Like first try they pull, and this is wrong one. $10,000 gone. I'm like,
Man, that's a setup, yo. They probably done moved the bead long time. So any bottle cap that you pick, even if the bead's supposed to be there, it's not gonna be there.
that shit.
It'd be a setup, yo.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
You know Vegas is big
And then they
for touring.
they dangling that money in your face. You like, I watched you. It's right there. They pick it up. It's not there. It's in that nigga hand. That's why. That nigga to pick that shit up long time.
Niggas get over quick.
Yeah.
I say we need to take us a trip.
Nah, if it was me, I'll be like, yo, fuck that. When I pick the one that he say I know that it's there, and he pick it up, it's not there. I'm picking up all the bottle caps.
You gotta give me
And if
three
ain't none of them there, you gotta give me something, bitch, because you trying to scheme me.
3 tries, goddamn it. At least 3 tries.
No, but ain't no try you gonna get it, because every time that he start to go to the nigga doing the trick, that's saying he giving you the 10 grand. He already done picked that shit up and slid it somewhere. So that's what I'm saying. No matter what bottle cap you choose, it's not gonna be there because he done picked it up already. Yeah. That's why he dangling that money in their face like, yeah, 10 grand. If you find it, because he know your ass ain't gonna find it.
Oh yeah. They had bust by that shit.
For real. But yeah, I want to take a trip to Las Vegas because that looks, even though I don't gamble, I'll gamble a little bit. I don't know much about poker, so you wouldn't catch me at the fucking poker table or blackjack or none of that shit. I'm gonna be at the slot machines.
Slot machines, I'm nickeling down there after that.
That's what I'm saying. I'll go there with start with like $20, and you on them slot machines, and then you probably hit, but it's just like $5, like you won your little $5 back or some shit. Like it's never like a good like amount, but yeah, I would go to Vegas and kill them slot machines.
I'm going to
just for the experience.
I'm going to Vegas to kill the dispensaries. It is recreational.
Weed head.
Oh yeah.
At its finest.
Oh yeah, it's in black and white too. But
this nigga done got the medical marijuana license, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no.
But you know anybody can't get it. You gotta have problems. So you know this nigga got some problems.
Oh yeah, I be, you know what I mean? Sometimes borderline schizophrenia.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Nah, yo, ain't no damn schizo. But no, that dispensary stuff, I don't know. People be sleeping on it because whenever I tell somebody, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I got some stuff from the dispensary or whatever. They be like, get out of here. And I'm like, okay. Get them motherfuckers that shit. Yo, they come running back. Yo, you got some more? That shit was fire. Yeah, I know that shit was fire.
It's doctors approved.
But and then if I say, let me tell y'all something. If I say that something is good, you better believe it. Because I'm not going to front. And I don't deal with bullshit. So if that shit is bullshit, I'm going to say it's fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, I hit the door, goddamn. They're like, how you doing, Mr. Edwards? Yeah, you got. I need the highest.
They already know.
I need the highest string y'all got, goddamn it. So
You hear that?
yeah, man.
So y'all stop sleeping on them dispensaries. They be on point. But you know, it's them conspiracy theorists out there that are saying that like the stuff in the dispensary is like government made, like GMO and stuff like that. But I don't believe that. There's weed farmers. That's what these niggas been doing for all these years. Where you see them niggas in California and Mexico and Colombia where they got them big weed farms. This is what they've been waiting for. This shit is legal now. So all they got to do is boom, 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 get whatever paperwork they need to get. And they could fucking be supplying these dispensaries.
All it is a lot of these states that's recreational. They got too much of it. And then it's now states that's making it legal to get your card and buy the weed, so they shipping that shit down south.
But that's what I'm saying. So it ain't no GMO shit. It's niggas that actually have farms that's been growing weed like for mad long, and they were doing it illegally. Now it's legal. So all they got to do is whatever paperwork, or I don't know how it works. All they got to do is get their shit together, and then they can be supplying these dispensaries. It's not necessarily no government shit, because the government don't even, you see it on the fucking on the package where you get it. It's like these facts have not been, you know what I mean, reviewed by the FDA or by the government. Basically, like, we don't have nothing to do with this, right? So it's like, yo, y'all stop sleeping on the dispensary, because that shit be fire.
And then see, people don't understand when they really get deep into the research. You just can't get your license and don't have the knowledge. You gotta know what the fuck you dealing with. Like, with that, it's a difference between weed and all that. You got Delta 9 THC and you got Delta 8 THC. Delta H is more of a hemp CBD, and they only serve that in Georgia and other states like that. Florida lucky, we got the Delta 9, which is top of the line hybrid sativa indica. So we got the real deal weed that's not recreational, but you got to get a doctor's approval to get it.
Right.
So you can't,
as long as you have that medical marijuana card.
Exactly.
The motherfuckers pull your ass over.
Don't smoke
Look
and
at
drive.
this.
Yeah, you just can't smoke and drive because they'll charge you like a DUI.
Right.
Driving under influence.
But that don't make no sense, because suppose you smoking, you driving after you smoke.
Well,
you still under the influence.
Yeah, if you, the only way you get by if you pull in your yard and you sitting in your car turned off, and you fire up a joint.
Oh, hell no. Nah. That's not fun.
Perhaps
you want to be riding down the street, fucking jamming some music, fucking
but see, he's
smoking this shit, man. But that's how it is with the recreational, like them states that they you could be riding in your car smoking.
Like Vegas,
right, you could be riding in your car smoking. See, they need to make that shit like that, because they fucking know, yo.
Florida is.
It's certain people that smoke, and they really and truly, yo, they can't handle it. It's just not for them. Those people don't smoke. But for the people that fucking smoke and can fucking handle their shit, man, do what the fuck you want, bro. Because weed don't make you stupid.
No, it actually helps you.
You don't make you stupid. You're not driving like you drunk or something and you high and you just like, let me focus on the road. Man, you high. The most thing is that you gonna be sitting at a fucking stop sign forever. Because you think that is the fucking red light.
You got corporate Americans wanting to smoke weed so bad, but their jobs is zero tolerance.
They said, what was it, Amazon? Is it Amazon? I think one of them shits where they said that they're no longer testing for marijuana. That's not even gonna be a question. Like, you know what I mean? That they ask.
Not an option.
Yeah, like, who gives a fuck? You smoke weed. Come on.
In the making and making it recreational.
And then you probably be the best employee, cause you know you ain't got nothing to worry about. You come to work, you zooted, hide in a bitch.
But you still get your
what
job
I need to
done.
do today, boss?
Don't be the best
bitch, don't bother me. I'm high. Let me just work.
Over with, go home and smoke.
Man, they know it. They know it. But that's why motherfuckers back in the day, in like, I mean, I know we've been around forever, but when you look at like the hippie era, like the 50s and the 60s and shit, man, the hippies were like some of the coolest people. All they did was smoke weed and they just wanted love. They wanted to be happy. I mean, I know they was on like LSD and PCP and shit like that too. But you know what I mean? For the most part, they was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? That's why like the hippie era is always, you see like them electric colors and a weed plant. If you look up for fucking like hippie weed and images, that's what you're gonna see mostly. Weed fucking leaves and bright ass colors.
You know who got it on perfect though? Rastafarians and hippies.
And hippies, yo, they probably did. That's why a lot of hippies got dreads.
Yeah, because they got influenced by the rock.
Yeah. That's why if you see a lot of hippies got fucking dreads, because they're just like, these motherfuckers, they smoke this plant, man, and it makes you feel great.
They just want to live free.
Yeah.
And Rasta is just free life.
Same shit.
Don't judge me, I'm living off the land. They come together somewhat.
For real. And then that's why a lot of people, not even just people, white people, love Jamaica. If you ask them, like, what's your favorite vacation destination? Jamaica. They love it. Because motherfuckers over there smoking. You chill. The food is good. The beach is nice. The people look good.
Even though it's like a third world country, they money long enough where they don't have to live in poverty.
Man. That shit is just like anywhere else that you go. Yo, when you go to the hood here in motherfucking Broward County, you go to the hood. That's where you see some of the best cars, the dopest fucking cars. It's like, what kind of car is that? Yeah. You driving down fucking Martin Luther King or some shit. Like, yo,
you see a
fucking deep side. You like, what the fuck kind of car is that?
You see a R8 coupe.
Man, you see some of the dopest cars. That's how you know it's money running through the fucking hood, yeah. Motherfuckers got some of the smartest people. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you look at, like, motherfuckers in, like, prison and shit, the black people, you know what I'm saying? And then you see, like, their potential and their talent, the stuff that they're doing in prison, and you're like, damn, why didn't you put that shit into good use when you was out? Because, nigga, you talented. Yeah. Some of them, you hearing them rapping there, and you're like, damn, this nigga actually got skills. It be niggas in there carving fucking figurines out of soap and shit. I'm talking about dope as fuck.
I think it's
swans and elephants and shit. I'm like, how this nigga did that out of soap?
Balance, man. Them niggas be institutionalized. You get free meal 3 times a day. You got a warm bed to sleep.
But is that necessarily institutionalized, or what about like a nigga that just don't have nowhere else to go, and he just like a nigga that don't have no family? You know what I'm saying? He have no skills where he can put down on a job application. Sure. And he just know, like, damn, the best place for me right now, because I'm not living on the streets, is fucking go to jail.
But 9 times out of 10, 100%.
Talking about you be so far.
Out of that 100%, them dudes got skills given to them in prison. Waste management skills, CDL.
Well, no, that's something different. That's like
happening since the early 90s now.
No, but that's something like a nigga that get locked up and he learned a trade in prison. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about these niggas that's in there like rapping. You know what I mean? That's a skill that you been had, but you just never really put it. You was rather robbing or, you know, being on the street selling drugs.
Environment wise too.
Right. And then there's some niggas, like I said, that be carving shit out of the fucking soap and shit. That's not something they learned in there. That's something that they've been had in them, but they just didn't have the tools or whatever they needed to fucking do the shit. And they probably felt like, this can't make me no money. Who the fuck is gonna buy this soap? And if you fucking look online on Amazon and look at soap figurine or some shit like that, you'll see them same exact shits that them niggas making. Motherfuckers selling them shit for like $40.
Yeah. The crazy shit I seen in jail, I was 17, tried as an adult, so I was put with the adults. This Chico, he was a Guatemalan, I'll never forget. That bitch took the bedspread, cut the motherfucking thread out, and was making the necklaces out of it.
All right.
With the crosses.
All right.
And the motherfucker was
selling. See what I'm saying?
Selling them, you know what I mean? Making a profit off of them.
Like I said, you guys know I like Instagram. So I had seen on IG this dude, I can't remember the name, but the dude was fucking, he got his own clothing line in prison. I can't remember the name, but like, and actually like selling this shit
with the they white with the blue strip or something.
I can't remember, but I just remember you seen the video that he was showing a bunch of dudes in the clothes while they in prison. They did like a fucking fashion photo
with
shoot
the uniform on,
and with the clothes that he made.
Yeah. It's out of the jail uniform though.
But that's what I'm saying, and bed sheets and all types of shit, whatever they use.
Talented, man.
Bro.
Nothing but time.
And then you know that shit gonna get shut down. What you think? That shit gonna get shut down, dog.
It depends.
Because they're using the fucking the jail shit to make money.
But if he get a patent and copyright it out on the outside.
But even still, they gonna be like, nigga, you need to get your own material. You can't be taking the stuff from the fucking prison to fucking make this clothes and make money off of it and we don't get a cut.
But then they already making him pay to stay there.
Right, but so that's because off of his prison term. This not off of his clothing company.
So shit, they probably got a cut in that print.
Nah, yo.
Cause that's old now.
I'm gonna look that shit up and find out if they shut that shit down because there's no way they're gonna be allowing this nigga. You in prison doing time for some grimy shit. Yeah. And we gonna allow you here, take the bed sheets. Sell. Make our bed sheets into clothes and make money. Even though that money going right back to them because it's how he gonna survive. He gotta pay commissary
every day. Goddamn it, $2 to $3 a day.
It's just like a fucking never ending fucking pot of money that they just take in, put back in, take out, put back in.
And they'll let you do it too, and don't say nothing because one thing about them, you go to jail or prison, you have an account. So anywhere somebody send you money, they cut off rip before you even touch your commissary.
Yo.
So imagine that nigga money coming through on his account. They already pension.
Bro, prison is a crazy thing.
Man,
you ever think about it? No, real shit though. Prison is a fucking crazy thing. It's like you're in this big fucking building with nothing but niggas like yourself. Like, you a criminal, these niggas is criminals too. I mean, there's a few innocent motherfuckers in there. But for the most part, these niggas is criminals. Like, how do you sleep at night? Because you know, like, yo, this nigga's grimy as fuck. Like, you on the bottom bunk in the middle of the night, you just looking up, like, at this nigga above you. Like, this nigga's grimy as fuck. This nigga's in here for murder.
You know what I heard, though?
This nigga killed 5 people. Like, how the fuck do you sleep?
I heard prison was like college.
I mean, of course,
every section
like a all male college or all female college.
Cause every section got their gangs. So if you get in that section, you affiliated with somebody in that gang or know that nigga from the hood or close.
But that shit is crazy,
city.
yo.
So everybody tied together.
Because real shit though. All right, think about like killers. Think of somebody that's a fucking serial killer or a murderer or some shit like that. A hitman, whatever. You kill motherfuckers, right? You know you ain't scared of nobody because you the killer. When you walking down the street, you ain't scared of nobody, nigga. These niggas ain't fucking with me. I'm the killer. So imagine being in prison locked up with nothing but niggas like you.
Yeah, that shit is a gladiator camp. That's what they call it.
Nothing but niggas like you that's fucking killers. Like, y'all have no choice but to eat all y'all get along because all y'all know you'll kill each other. That's so why, we might as well get along.
That's why they got a section now. They got the youth defenders camp and they got state prison. State prison with the older dudes, so they just want to do their time and chill.
And get out so they could kill other motherfuckers.
And the YO camp is just them just going there acting bonkers. But they say the feds now is a different ball game. That's where the killing begins.
But feds, I thought Fed was like white collar crimes, like shit like the racketeering and
shit like that. But it's a difference because they got more access to different things more than state prison. Say me and you in prison, me and you bump heads in the feds. You come from state prison like fuck it, let's fight now. Right now in the hallway, I'm like, fuck the fighting. I'm gonna pull out knives. Me and you can have a knife fight.
Right.
Instead of fist fighting, you gonna be like, what?
Cause where I'm at, I'm used to fighting.
But in the feds, it's a different ball game.
But that's crazy because these niggas in state prison, they're the ones that's like the murderers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then these niggas that's come in these fucking white collar bank robbery and fucking shit like that, these niggas want a knife fight.
Cause they got more time. Day for day, you don't get game time.
But I thought feds was nicer. Yeah, I thought the Fed was like they had more fucking
the food and all.
Everything was like better in the feds.
Yeah, but them motherfuckers sending you.
That's why niggas be turning snitch and shit.
You get 30 years in feds, you gonna do 28 to the door. You get 30 in fucking state prison, you gonna do at least 14 years. Eligibility of parole after.
So 5. You better off murdering a nigga than robbing a bank.
Yeah. Exactly. Either way, you fuck.
But you fuck for less time though. You murder a nigga, you liable to get like 20 years. You do Fed, you might get fucking 40 years. You rob a bank.
Listen, you murk a nigga these days, bitch, and play your cards right, you come out free. For real, for real.
I mean, that's if you have a good attorney.
No, that's if you got concealed weapon permit.
Well, that's not really a murder. No, a murder, I'm talking about like you committing a crime and kill somebody. I ain't talking about like some self-defense type shit. Because even if you got a concealed weapon, if you're committing a crime and you kill somebody, you're going to get charged. Not just because you have a concealed, you know what I'm saying? Not just because you're allowed to carry guns, just don't mean you could just go around killing niggas.
No, not that's
what I'm saying. Killing. That's what I'm saying. So even if you have a concealed weapon and you committing a crime and kill somebody, you getting charged.
Yeah, hell yeah. But if I come to you and you got a gun on you, but I want something in return, but you got your gun drawn, I kill you. What is that?
No, that's self-defense. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about self-defense. Yeah, I'm talking about niggas that's just committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's bonkers then.
Right.
There ain't no sense of having a permit if you gonna do it like that.
Right. Fuck that.
And you got a lot of these niggas out here do that. They get gun license because they scared to fight. Booty Dean. Running.
And that's so crazy. Like back in the day, remember, like that's all people did was fight.
Yeah. And draw guns.
It's like the age you go through, like the different stages of life, like different ages. Like because when I was like younger, in like fucking 6th grade, middle school and shit like that, I would hear about it, like people getting shot. You know, you hear about it, like niggas getting shot, but that wasn't in your world, you know? No. Like you're in like middle school, niggas is fighting, fucking, you know?
Just the world is evolving.
And not even that, it's just you, as you evolve and you go into a different age group. Because then it was like, okay, then you get to high school and like now actually niggas is like killing each other, like over like girls and money and shit like that for real. You know what I mean? And then you get even older, you graduate high school and now, you know, you like living life or whatever and you actually seeing like people that you know what I mean, getting like killed and shit like that. Like, yo, this shit hit close to fucking home.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like you grow up and you just like the different emotions, like the shit been there, but it didn't really affect your world when you was like younger, you know what I mean? It was like nobody your age group wasn't shooting nobody, you know what I mean? You were in middle school and shit. Nobody you knew was, I mean, it was happening. Because it was fucking jits.
Yeah.
I watched on the First 48 one time. It was an episode on First 48 with this dude that was 16 years old. And this motherfucker done killed like 8 or 9 people in the pork and bean projects in Miami. Dude was 16 years old, yo. He was a fucking serial killer.
Something wrong with
dude was a fuck. Imagine if they didn't catch this dude. He would have been kept on doing it. And it was so crazy how they caught him. That's why motherfuckers, you cannot just be fucking smart. You have to be street smart. You can't just be a smart motherfucker, intelligent. You have to be street. How he got caught, they somehow through the streets, they heard that he was with one dude, whoever the nigga was. So they bring the nigga into the station. They tell the dude, hey, your homeboy already told us everything. He told me you was the one that shot the dude. Now the homeboy, oh, for real?
Oh, yeah,
that's what he said? Well, let me tell you what really happened.
That boy fold quick.
Let me tell you what really happened. So then he went and told exactly what the fuck happened.
Yeah. Fold up quick.
I'm like, damn, you see? That's why motherfuckers sometimes just do shit by themselves because you been riding with this nigga. This nigga know you the fucking neighborhood serial killer. And it just happened that they call him in and all they had to tell him was trick this nigga. Yeah. Now, if he was smart, he would have been like, oh yeah, that's what he said? Well, that's a lie. Yeah, that didn't happen. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you talking about, but that shit is a lie.
You gotta know
now what you gonna do? Yeah. Your fucking plan failed. Fuck. You know what I mean? But all it did would take was for them motherfuckers to say that shit and the nigga done told the whole fucking story.
It depends who you do it with too. I ain't saying do crime, but it depends. But
remember that officer that got killed at that Walgreens like mad long ago?
In the back
like
of
10, 15 years ago?
Yeah. The
never found them niggas.
Yeah. They had
and it was 2 of them.
Yeah. They had every white.
Them either one of them niggas is dead Or them niggas is some real niggas and nobody ain't say nothing to nobody.
Man, them niggas Haitians, they got that woo. Them niggas Zoes, man. ZZ, shout out to my Zoes, man. Them boys got that woo on them, man.
That's Zo Mafia.
They ain't never find them boys.
Yo!
Hey, they had
never. This is like,
yeah.
Man, they was pulling over cars. It wouldn't even have to be a Crown Vic if that shit was white.
Yeah,
them niggas was like, fuck it, try it.
Bitch, put you on the ground, shotguns.
They never found them dudes, yo. Them niggas say, hey, keep your motherfucking mouth shut. The other homeboy said, motherfucker, my mouth is shut.
Bitch, we going back to Haiti. Fuck that. We done hit
whatever they fucking did. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They never got caught. Them motherfuckers kept their mouth shut. Yeah. You know, that's what the fuck it's about. That's why I don't understand how motherfuckers even still fuck with 6ix9ine. How do you understand that? I don't understand how anybody understand what the fuck he did. How do you? I don't give a fuck. People be like, oh, they was trying his baby mama. Niggas was fucking his baby mama. What the fuck? Really? So that's an excuse for you to fucking snitch on everybody now on the grimy shit that you was involved in too?
You supposed to wear that. You supposed to lay in your
bed. Man, nah, yo.
You made your bed. You supposed to lay in that white boy. But see, he's not our kind. So that's
but not even, because it's fucking black people doing that dumbass shit too. Like, I'm just saying, like, snitch niggas. Yeah. Motherfucker snitch niggas. I don't understand how anybody would let that shit slide or start to deal with that person again. Like, how? How? It's for anybody that deal with him just have to be on some straight and narrow shit. Or they just don't tell this nigga nothing. It's like, oh, we gonna go do a show? Let's do this show. All right, peace. We done. Even still, I wouldn't even want to be affiliated with that nigga. Because it's just like, how do you know who's watching him, who's not watching him? Like, really?
Yeah, he being watched anyway, but he's being protected too. So.
Right. He not being watched for no grimy shit. They already know him. They probably already made the deal with this niggas like, yo, anybody that you link up with and you figure out that they doing some grimy shit, just let us know. You feel me? We got you as long as you got us.
He's a confidential informant.
Right.
So law, he's an officer.
That's what I'm saying. So how could you? That's what I said. Anybody that's dealing with him gotta be on some straight and narrow shit. Like, I don't give a fuck because I don't do anything bad anyway. You know? Nah, yo. I'm good on Tekashi 6ix9ine, whatever his motherfucking name is. I'm good on him.
Generation, man, this shit is more crazy than what it seems because they more of going to war with each other than trying to make music. And this shit crazy. These niggas could be two lights from each other and they killing at each other, killing each other constantly. But bitch, y'all can spread the music and take over the whole nation if y'all.
Because I feel like they feel like they have more, like, not to prove, but to prove. So it's like, you know how niggas be like, oh, these niggas don't be living they raps, or these niggas be rapping and they capping, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when these niggas is fucking whatever they rapping, they like, yo, I need to show these niggas that this is how I really fucking live, you know what I'm saying? So it's like to the extreme, like, if I say I'm a cap a nigga in my song, I gotta go fucking clap a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's just like, just like you said, like, they don't even know, like, the lengths that they could fucking make it the heights that if these niggas was to two dope ass rappers. Alright, take this fucking Youngin Ace and fucking Fulio beef, whatever that's going on. This nigga's killing this nigga family, this nigga killing this nigga people. It's like, if these niggas, both of them is dope. Could you imagine if these niggas come together and was just like, yo, put all this stupid ass shit. But now it's gone too fucking far. How can they fucking put that shit? Nigga, you killed my brother.
It still could be saved.
Man, hell, fuck no.
It could be saved.
No.
It takes some time.
Nigga, you killed. How somebody gonna get past that? You killed my fucking brother on some fucking beef, stupid ass street beef.
But I mean, everything come with a consequence. They did wrong. Them boys did wrong. So
I don't think, bruh. If that nigga say,
them boys, people,
bruh, that's what I'm saying. How can they ever get past that?
It's crazy.
Like, nigga, you kill some of my people, I kill some of your people. Okay, how we gonna sit down? All right, let's put it past. Yeah, then as soon as that nigga is not around that dude and he with his homies and they start talking about that shit, man, that shit was crazy how he killed such and such. and you start thinking about that shit again, like, damn, I miss my dog. This nigga fucking killed my dog.
That shit never
What the fuck? That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking because I would like for it to be. I think it should be hope in it to save it because them boys.
It's hope because, like I said,
and they both got the potential to take over the whole state if they want to.
That's why I said if they could come together and fucking make music like that, they could make some fucking hits. But it's gone too fucking far. It's gone too far. You kill my brother. Like, how am I gonna get past that just to fucking make music? I'm making music right now. I'm known. I'm making money without your ass. So what's the benefit of me fucking being cool with you? You kill my brother.
It's just different sets.
And on the other, you can even kill some of my homies.
My brother though, that's it, bitch.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying that because that's like the most fucking important one.
And it's just not them boys either. It's you got 42 Doug and Sada Baby, Michigan on fire right now. This shit is real crazy. Like them boys firing up everything. So
oh shit, fuck. These motherfuckers probably trying to get in the hello.
This is a call from Pizza Hut. All calls are recorded for quality assurance.
They added that shit out.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Justin from Pizza Hut. I'm just calling because my driver says he's at the gate. You need the gate code?
Oh, it's I thought I put it in the thing. It's star 1940.
1940. Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit is like it's way past trying to forgive and forget and be like, all right, kumbaya, let's make money, because these niggas is each making money by themselves. But what's crazy is you see how it's like people are like kind of glorifying this shit. Like, you know, these niggas is really like killing each other. These niggas is really like killing each other, and it's like people are like jamming one side. I'm with this nigga. Oh, I'm with this nigga.
That nigga, Fulio though. I did research on that young man. That boy doing everything by himself. So he basically one man going against Young and Ace and his whole camp. At the same time, that boy is Haitian. Grandma is a fucking voodoo priest, and they all tied in with Kodak Black.
But that's what they were saying about Kodak Black, saying that nigga grandma was a fucking voodoo priest.
That
motherfucker voodoo priest. Why this nigga keep going to prison?
I mean, that's
why this nigga keep getting fucking locked up? Come on, my grandma. You not doing that voodoo right.
She ain't gonna keep him from getting in jail, but for
what you mean? That's the whole fucking point.
For protection for the life, for a bitch trying to kill him, yeah. He got longevity for that.
I guess that matters. But if you in prison, you still ain't doing shit.
Yeah. I don't see why these niggas making all this money and they rather go to jail
and keep getting locked up. But you know what it is? Because they just used to that life. Yeah. That's their lifestyle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's not now you in that public eye. So no matter what you do, little stupid ass shit that you do regularly or a regular nigga would do and won't nobody notice it. Now you in that public eye, so you doing that dumb shit. Everybody going, ooh, I saw Kodak holding a gun. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
For you to fuck up,
yeah. Not even that they ready, but it's just like it spread so fast because it's like a regular nigga walking down the street and he pull a gun out. It's like, oh shit, this nigga got a gun. Bam, bam, bam. But it's Kodak. Oh, this nigga pulled the gun out. Oh shit, Kodak. Everybody got their phone out, ready to fucking record the shit. Oh shit, Kodak got a gun. And it spreads fucking fast. You know, all it takes is a fucking hashtag.
Speaking of Kodak Black, that nigga need to go to Palm Beach County and show some love to their artists down there. There's a lot of them down there.
It is a lot. I just had somebody up here the other day, Problem Child.
Bag laid on the map.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga be riding, yo. I don't know. He stood me up the other day though because he was supposed to come back to the motherfucking podcast and he didn't come. But it's okay though. I see you. It's all good.
Tell us a bop from down there, man. Tell us a bop.
For real. But you know, it's just I feel like alright, like JT from the City Girls. She gets so much like backlash because I guess people be like sending her DMs and stuff. Like, all right, it was a girl just the other day that her homegirl made a dress that was like inspired by a dress that JT wore. So the girl must have sent it to JT and was like, my homegirl made this dress or whatever, can you repost it, blah blah blah, whatever. So people are saying that JT did repost the dress, she just didn't tag the girl, you know what I'm saying, but she reposted it or whatever. So since she didn't tag the girl didn't see it. So she must have DM'd JT and was just like, hey, you know, it would be nice if you reposted, you know what I mean? And JT was like, yo, I already fucking did the shit and I ain't doing it again. So now it's like, motherfuckers is like trying to come at her that she rude and blah, 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 whatever. But it's just like, at the same time, can you imagine being like a celebrity and it's just like constantly, because it's not just people in your DMs just saying, oh my God, I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers like, can you do this for me? Can you send me $500? I know you got it, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you send the girl the shit and she's seen it to enough where she reposted it on her story, like, why are you still fucking at the girl about the shit? Like people be feeling entitled. Like, okay, yeah, she's your favorite artist. Your friend made a fucking dress inspired by her, a dress that she wore. Okay, cool. Like, if you didn't see the repost, that's on you. What they gotta do with her? Like, what they gotta do with her?
People these days just don't know how to mind their own fucking business.
But even mine, just
be doing too much.
Like, bro, nobody is obligated. Nobody is obligated to you to fucking repost your shit. I did it. It's obviously people saw it because there's people coming to her defense saying, I actually saw it in her story. She just didn't tag your homegirl. But that's not my fault. Like, I fucking did the shit. You should have fucking screenshotted it. So that means y'all don't follow me that fucking much. Because you would have seen it on my motherfucking story. You feel me? And then you could have screenshot that shit, put it on your homegirl page. Oh shit, JT put my shit on her story. You know what I mean? So, that's y'all bad. That's so, it must be so hard to like, can you imagine? Like being a celebrity and like constantly, like people just feel like because you're a celebrity, like you have to do certain shit.
Because they think you got it.
And then, like with the pictures.
Why you think those celebrities kill themselves quick? The bitches have so much stress and shit on them.
Oh my gosh, people, families, can you help me? Can you take care of this? Can you take care of that? And they're like, yo, I'm just trying to live.
Yeah. The motherfuckers be having all type of chemical problems in the brain.
But no, you know what's crazy? That's why I don't really believe in nobody don't come at me. But that's why I don't really believe in like that ADHD shit or whatever they be talking about, because it's like before they were a celebrity, they didn't have all these problems. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have no ADHD and depression and bipolar. But as soon as they become famous, these motherfuckers get diagnosed with all types of shit. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? No, but that army shit, PTSD, I think that's fucking real. Because, and it's not even just the army. That's why, like, black people were trying to fucking show, like, can you imagine living the life that we live? Like, look at people that really live in, like hoods, where it's, like, gang wars and shit going on.
Like them niggas Jacksonville.
And them niggas is constantly hearing gunshots. You come outside and see a nigga laid out in the fucking street. Like, you can't tell me that that's not fucking with little kids' minds. As an adult, it's one thing, because I mean, even some adults can't handle that shit. But as an adult, it's one thing, because you know about death and you know what the fuck that shit is. But imagine as a kid that don't know nothing about actually death and you know what I mean, and you come outside and see a nigga bleeding to death in a fucking street. That's PTSD. Cause then like some crazy shit could happen, a firework or something go off, and you remember that one time when you heard some shit that sounded like the firework, you know what I mean? And you see the nigga lay down in the street, so now you hear this shit and you're like, oh shit, and you start fucking tripping. Like, so PTSD, and then not even just that, like, what about like women that have been like raped or something like that? You can't tell me that don't trigger some shit where they're like super cautious when they meet up with a dude. You know what I mean? They get in a relationship and they probably don't want to have sex for like months.
Well, a woman should be like that anyway.
I mean, yeah, but
Not raped or not, they should be cautious of a man and give the man the chance to.
I mean, but come on now. Everybody done had one night stands. You know what I mean? So I mean, like in that sense. But I mean, in the sense of when where like a dude will meet a female and she like waiting like 6, 7 months, 8 months, and he like, damn, she still ain't give up the pussy. It's like, no, for real.
Yeah.
But you never know. Maybe she didn't tell you like, yo, I was raped. You know what I mean? Or I was
Some
sexually
women know.
assaulted.
Yeah,
and you never know. Like that shit probably caused something in her head every time you try to have sex with her. She remember that shit and it's just like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
And she shut down. That's
Yeah. So that's why I say PTSD. I think that's a real fucking thing.
Listen, man, I seen a nigga that I played kid basketball with from little boy. He was about 17 and went to the army. I bucked up into the nigga in the corner store and he was all in his army fatigue.
Oh shit.
And that nigga was standing at the register waiting on the pack of cigarettes. Arms, head straight forward, chest up, feet straight.
Like he's still in the fucking military.
And I'm looking at him like, everybody looking at him like, you know, normally a person would look like, man, what y'all looking at? That nigga eyes was straight here,
He's
like
focused.
he blanked us out. And I was like, at ease, soldier. And that nigga kind of like put his hand behind his back and spread his legs. And he looked around. I'm like, damn, bro, you good? He like, yeah. But you could tell his whole reaction was slower. And he was like a motherfucking machine. That bitch wasn't even no human no more. Like,
that's why I never understood people that leave straight out of like high school and go to like the military or some shit like that. Like you can't tell me, especially the niggas that go to the fucking Marines.
I tried to go front line. Only thing saved me.
You the only child.
Only child. They said I felt.
How
like
the fuck do you go to the Marine where these is the niggas that I knew this dude. Bro, I knew this dude. Well, I have my Melly Mel. Y'all know Melly Mel 2 times for Melly Mel. Her brother was in the Navy, and that nigga fucked up right now too. But niggas that go to the Marine, I knew this dude that he went straight out of high school. He did 6 years, I want to say. I don't know. I might be wrong. But anyways, bro, he had problems. And you know, it's like you got to think about it. Like, all right, discipline is one thing, but these niggas are going to an environment where it's like all type of hazing and Batimanism. I don't know what to call it. Well, all types of shit is like going on.
Hazing, basically, though, it's a real.
You know, and it's like you can't tell me straight out of high school that this is not fucking these niggas' heads up.
You can't be the weakest link in up. The Marines is the first one to go in anything you go to combat with. Them the first to go. So them niggas is.
Oh, what about
more intense and everything?
What about them niggas that be like snipers? Them niggas that gotta put like the fucking leaves on their head and shit, and they gotta hide somewhere and fucking snipe these niggas out.
Navy, that's Marine.
And these niggas, it ain't no just trying to stop a nigga. A sniper is there to kill.
Yeah, Navy SEAL sniper.
A sniper is not there to fucking shoot you in your leg. He's there to fucking take you out.
Marines and the Navy SEAL.
So imagine those niggas. You can't tell me that those niggas don't have some type of form of PTSD. Man,
them niggas kill their kids. It's the dude snapped on his son. His son came to the house and they were shooting at each other. And the dude tried to take the gun from the son. And the son didn't want to give up the gun, and he just pulled the gun out and started shooting at the daddy. The daddy.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah, it got caught on the camera.
Pistol, and they busting at each other in the front yard.
That's crazy.
But another incident, a dude killed his son. And I think that was here in Florida somewhere. Like Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
That shit is motherfucking real.
Man, them bitches snap.
Yeah, that shit is real. And then not even just the military. Think about like a household. Think about just growing up in a fucking toxic household. People that grow up with like parents that were like abusive or just fucking thugged out. You know what I'm saying? Where they done seen their daddy come home with blood all over his shirt and going inside the bathroom and cleaning the gun off. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You can't tell me that shit don't fuck people head up. Like, that's fucking real ass shit. And these motherfuckers that live that, like, real life. Like, they remember, damn, I remember the night my daddy came home and that nigga fucking shirt was full of fucking blood, you know? And you don't know, you don't realize until you older, like, damn.
I ain't gonna cap. Most of my homeboys that I grew up with, their mamas was on crack. So them boys.
That's the 80s.
Them boys ain't have sometimes no food to eat. So they'll come to my house and I'm the only child, bitch. I see niggas devour hot dogs like they was a ribeye steak. And I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch, I don't even want this shit. I'm tired of this shit. These niggas eating them bitches like they gourmet. So that made me realize, like, damn, appreciate life. Cause these niggas ain't got it like me. You know what I'm saying? These niggas mamas out gone, bitch. Come out.
That's what I said. That's that fucking 80s shit. Like, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like the fucking 80s, but how? I'm just wondering, like, how do a new drug, like how does it get started? You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's gotta be like a couple of people, because you know the fucking government started that fucking crack shit.
Yeah.
So
they definitely put it.
It's like a couple of people that are in, and they fucking let them know, like, yo, this that new shit, yo. Like, how do these motherfuckers get these motherfuckers to trust them to try this new shit? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, you've been on this PCP for years.
15 years.
You know, and then this motherfucker come to you and he's like, yo, this some new shit, dog. Try this and tell me. Oh, what y'all call? What's this called? This crack, dog. This crack. Man, try this shit. And you fucking trust that shit and then be like, all right, let me try it. So where you come back like, man, let me get some more. I got this baby. I done got this baby I done stole. I give you this baby for some of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, how does it fucking get to that point? Will you trust this motherfucker to try this new shit? How did it start? That's what I want to know. Because that shit was a fucking epidemic. Like, how did it fucking start? You know what I mean? How the fuck did the fucking crack epidemic start? Like, who was the first motherfucker to come? Because I'm pretty sure the motherfucker who was selling it didn't try it. So he didn't even know the effects to know, like, oh shit, this gonna have these motherfuckers hooked.
I think they started because a lot of them was snorting powder, so they used to call it back in the days freebasing. So then...
No, but that's what I'm saying. All right.
Who was...
Right. It's cocaine, cooked cocaine.
No, it wasn't cooked.
No, that's what I'm saying. But we know crack is cooked cocaine. Yeah. So who was the first? Who was the first motherfucker that was like, bruh, let me try something. And then nigga fucking cook that shit down. That's what I said.
86.
The first motherfucker that was like, yo, I'm gonna cook this shit down. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, they was
so what you so hold on. So you think what you think? You think the first motherfucker that started selling crack, or how it got started, you think that first motherfucker tried it?
He had to experience,
right?
His homeboy.
He was probably like, let me try a thing. He could have been a chemist, dog.
Exactly.
That nigga could have been a fucking chemist. Someone's like, wait a minute.
Niggas is smart.
No. You heard that?
Niggas is smart. We taught these.
Hey, this nigga was in college.
We taught you white folks a lot of stuff. Word of the day. We taught y'all how to tell time from the sun, goddammit, how to find your way from the moon, all that shit. Architect.
Alright, so that nigga was a fucking chemist. Yeah. And let's just say, his daddy or somebody in his family was on powder. And he, figured out, like, broke down the chemical compound of the motherfucking powder. And he was like, wait a minute. If I add some water and some baking soda to this and I cook it to this temperature, it turns into a brick. And then he was just like, all right, try this for me. And he probably tried it a couple of times, probably had to do a couple of batches till he got it right. And he got a little homeboy that snort powder, you know what I mean? He's like, man, try this new shit, man. I'm trying something. And his homeboy tried it and he was like, nah, this bullshit.
Yeah.
He did another batch. Nah, that's bullshit. He did another batch and the nigga's like, yo, make me some more.
Nah, I think
make me some more. That's what I think.
I think they did was they was already snorting the shit. Were probably smoking it with weed because they called it juke joints. So then they were like, let's just smoke the shit by itself. So they took it and put a little baking soda, soap.
No, but automatically you won't say you ain't gonna be like, let me get baking soda or soap.
But
you know what I'm saying? Niggas. That's why I say it had to be a chemist. Because it's a nigga that was a chemist that already knew the chemicals. You know what I'm saying? What will react with this shit to make you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you fucking making drugs, even meth. Even no regular person can't just go in a fucking lab and make no meth. You gotta fucking know the temperature or your shit gonna blow up.
Bitch,
that's what I'm saying.
Generic shit.
So motherfuckers that's making it shit, I mean now, like you could just be taught. But the first motherfucker that did that shit, I feel like that motherfucker was some type of chemist or that nigga studied some type of, he knew about the fucking table of elements. And that nigga knew if I mix whatever chemicals is in powder cocaine, if I mix it with baking soda and soap and water and I boil it to a certain temperature, you feel me? Because I don't think that shit was no accident.
I think it was made to be a poor man drug though, because that powder was
expensive.
So they was like, let us put.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas like we gonna stretch it. We stretch it.
Poor people get afford.
All right. So when a nigga be like they powder. I don't know what I'm talking about. This so I've heard. When a nigga be like, they drugs been stepped on. When a nigga be like, they drugs been stepped on, what that mean? That they done cut it, right?
Yeah, been tampered with.
Right. You know what I mean? So a nigga know, like, you got that put that full, pure, whatever, or they be like, the shit been stepped on.
Fresh off the brick.
All right. So niggas know, like, it be chemists and shit that be coming up with this shit, because it's like, they be knowing, like, what the fuck to mix what with what to make what. You know? So that's why I feel the first motherfucker that started that shit was a motherfucking chemist, and he sat there and thought about it. Yo, if I break this shit down, I could fucking stretch this shit. Bruh, I got this one little bag right here. This shit is fucking 180. I could fucking break this shit down and make a fucking brick and sell that shit back for 500 or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's basically what they did.
And the motherfucker figured it out. Like I said, he had his little homeboy, took a couple of tries, and that nigga done. When his homeboy was like, hey, this is it right here, he was like, all right, you gonna get another couple of motherfuckers to try that shit. When them motherfuckers tried that shit, and they was like, oh, what the fuck is this? And the nigga was like, okay, you gotta come back with this amount of money. And it was like, yo, I can't find that amount of money, but I just stole this bike from somebody. Will you take this? But I need some more.
Niggas had to cook that dough. Like, dude, we gonna take these 30 grams and make $1,000 off of these 30 grams, which would have made us fucking what, $120. So
that's why you know, like,
we gonna make our profit.
People gotta have a strong mind, because never in my life, God strike me down if I'm lying. Never in my life have I ever said I want to try crack. I just know from stories and from history, and I done seen it with my own eyes.
You got no choice.
And I was just like, yo, I would never fucking do that, because I don't want to be no fucking zombie, bruh. I'm okay with just smoking some trees and just vibing out. I drink a little alcohol every now and then. You see that? You got to wake up. But I'm good on the fucking crack cocaine. Yeah. I'm good on the powder. I'm good on the Molly.
That's crazy. Now you talking about smoking crack.
Yo, but then again, not even, because motherfuckers is on all types of shit. You might as well smoke fucking crack. The amount of shit, the amount of drugs that these motherfuckers is doing now, you're like,
be like, what is that?
Bruh, it's like just like we was talking the fucking hippie era when the motherfucking hippies was fucking popping all types of pills and shit. It's like, that's where we at right now. Like, niggas is doing all types of fucking drugs.
And invented ecstasy.
But that's what I'm saying. They was on PCP and LSD and acid and shit like that. Ecstasy pill. Well,
Shit,
I don't know. I don't know
same
about like
effect.
now, but back in the day, we used to call it rolling. When you took an X pill, they would say that you're rolling, and it was because it's so many different drugs in that one pill. You will be rolling through the different effects of each pill. That's why it was called rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you will feel it because you. So I've heard. Yo,
We read a book on Amazon for all this information.
yo. So it will be like, okay, so you pop it, and like automatically, maybe let's say you feel the effects of cocaine. You know what I mean? So now your fucking jaws, you grinding your teeth now. You know what I mean? You're going through that phase right now. I'm gonna go, what the fuck, I'm grinding my teeth. You know what I mean? And then maybe after that, you go through the effects of like heroin. So now you're just sitting there and you're like, oh shit, fuck, I'm falling, I'm stuck. You know what I mean? And then maybe after that, like I remember at one point they said they was putting this shit in it called Special K, and that was a horse tranquilizer. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. But you know what I mean? That's why they used to call it rolling. You was rolling through a bunch of different drugs. So, but like now, would they say Molly? They're like, Molly is just that drug in an ecstasy pill, MDMA, that gives you that euphoric feeling where you feel like happy and everything is love. They were saying that's what's in a Molly. That's like the main drug in a Molly. But then again,
You can smoke you some weed for that.
but not even that. After motherfuckers done, like I said, the fucking chemist, once you done figured out the fucking drugs in the fucking Molly, now you got motherfuckers at home making that shit in their fucking backyard. So how do you know what you fucking taking is what you think you fucking taking?
That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, like that's why, even with weed, because it's been times, well, that's why I have my specific, you know what I'm saying, people that I fuck with. But it's been times where like I got trees and shit like that, and I'm like, what the fuck am I smoking? Because it'll probably make my stomach hurt, you know what I mean? Some shit like this shit make my head hurt, fucking headache, and you're like, what the fuck is this? So no matter what the fuck you fucking with, when you buy that shit on the street, there's no guarantee that what you getting is what you getting. That's why you gotta know who you fucking with.
That's why
I don't know.
a medical doctor,
Yeah, go to the dispensary, y'all.
medically, yeah, by the state of Florida, bitch. So I go to the real deal.
Bloop. So y'all holler at me.
Got some edibles to put you to sleep. Yeah.
Yo. But this was real, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I had to bring somebody new, let y'all see the motherfucking Mikey the Plug, aka Islam Mikey, is aka who? Mikhail Shakur. How you say it?
Mikhail Shakur.
Alright, y'all hear that? We got the Muslims in the house, baby.
Assalamu alaikum.
Motherfucking like, listen, subscribe, all that. YouTube, Breathe Easy Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in. Holla at your girl. Breathe Easy. 2 times. Be out. Bye. Yay!